Hi, my name is Corey McCarthy. This is my final project for CINF 371, Game Design and Development. My game is called Garch, The Search for Gorch, and it's a 2D platformer adventure game. It starts in an icy area, goes all the way into a city, into a dungeon, into space. It goes everywhere. I couldn't decide what theme I wanted to stick with, so I just picked it all and just made it my own. You play as an orange cat named Garch, searching for his brother Gorch, who is this evil-looking gray cat, very mysterious. He doesn't speak at all throughout the entire game. All you know is that you need to find him because your companion Goudini, this cat wizard who serves as a save purpose in the game, needs your help to find him. Okay, so let's get started. Right away, after you press the start button, you're greeted by the controls. The controls I tried to make as inclusive as possible. I wanted to allow for controller compatibility. I wanted to allow for keyboard compatibility, so you can use WASD to move and jump. You can use the left analog stick and buttons to jump on a controller. Ideally, an Xbox controller. DualShock 5 support is not available on Construct 3, the program that I used to make this, just yet. Level 4 does not work with analog sticks, so I did make a note here to use the D-pad to move in space because it's a completely different mechanic from the rest of the game. But yeah, so let's just get started. When you press OK, you're thrown right into level 1. And this is Garch. You can double jump, you can jump around and move. He gets faster the more food you collect throughout the game. And this is Goudini, his companion, this very intelligent looking feline. He's really powerful. It's lore specific. But yeah, so collect the food, go through the level like a normal platformer. If you go left, there is a snowman that shoots carrot turrets at you. And there's another one to the right. A lot of ways to die. So collect the food, and every 5 food collected, you get a little faster. Yep. And you can kind of tell as you're going through when you're going to get to the next level. This is just a random fish. Cats like fish. You eat the fish and you're in level 2. Over here, immediately greeted by your companion again, and he's giving you some words of encouragement. Just keep collecting the food, advancing through the levels, and you'll find your brother in no time. Alright. There's some spiders here. I did want to implement them as turrets eventually. But for now, they're just kind of spooky little guys in the corner. Spooky little guys. Deadly little spiders. Alright, so this is one direction. Oh. Well, I died. I might as well show you. I made 2 directions for this level. Both of them get you to the goal. There's just one is a lot harder than the other, and you're always put right in the middle so that you can retry again. I would say the left side is harder personally than the right side, so I'll just show it to you really quick. It's just kind of like a movement you gotta get going. And you gotta dodge them. These little platforms. Make sure you don't jump too high and hit the spiders. Collect the food, and I got through. And yeah, this is the Space Boy. You'll see his character develop as we go. He seems like this trusty, random individual that just has all the intent of helping you. And you'll soon find out that that's not the case. I also made this so you go all the way in the corner, you see that food, you want that food. How do you get that food? Well, you go down, and you see, there's another food here. Well, you keep going, a purple portal. And that purple portal takes you right to that food. More food, actually. Yep, and you go right back through. Just a little secret area I added. I wanted to really get people to look around in the environment and get things done. It's what I like in games. I'm a collector when I play video games. Just like finding everything possible. Yeah. Oh, and there's your first mob that chases you. Yeah, he's out for blood. Oh, he's still chasing. If you just keep running through, and yeah, jump through the portal. Oh lord, he's coming, alright. Oh, you know that space boy? That seems super friendly. Yeah, he's coming and he's angry. Gotta get through, collect as much fuel as possible. and hope you don't find him again. Yeah. Yep, there he is. Oh, geez. Okay. I added this cute little mechanic where his face changes the more fuel he collects and he gets faster. I didn't like the idea of cat food in space, so I kind of just added fuel, gave him animations. He gets really fast and hard to control. Yeah, once you find your ship, you're on level 5, where you have these bird poop turrets. I don't know. I had fun. And you have totally not Aang, the Avatar. Um, he's just a pet catcher. Ignore the arrow. Chasing you. Well, you try to find Gorch to. Oh, there he is. And you win the game. And that's it. Yeah, it's just a cute little game. I had a lot of fun making it. I wanted to have fun drawing for this game mostly. Um, I would say about 80% of the game I drew myself. Well, no, not myself. I'm sorry. 80% of the game, me and my friend Scotty drew. We drew it as original art. Some things I took, and I wanted to give a little credit, pay homage to the stuff that I did use in this game. For starters, this city background was made by this person named Chen Zongfeng. I found their art and I followed them on Dribble. There is a swirly portal. That swirly portal from level 3. I got from this individual. Again, just wanted to give them some credit. This is from Chura, so yeah, just to give them credit for that. Yeah, this is Construct. This is how I made the game. It actually is free. There is a premium version, which I did pay for the sake of making this game, because the method that they use in this program for coding is through behaviors and events. Behaviors you attach to sprites, which are really anything in the game. I mean, my background is a sprite, Garch is a sprite, my text is a sprite. And you can control the sprites via events on the event sheet. Just to show you, I'll start with Garch. I feel like it's easiest just to start with the main character, the platformer. They made it very easy. They gave you this behavior called platform, which has speed, jumping ability, adds gravity to the character, because ultimately it's just a drawing until you add this to it. Um, so I gave Garch, my drawing, the ability to be a platformer. So move left and right, jump, gravity, etc. Then I gave him the scroll to behavior, which makes it so that no matter where I'm moving in my level, the camera stays on Garch. He is always the focus point. And then I bound Garch to the layout, meaning that he can't get outside of this box. This box is the limit for him. It's a wall. Before, if you don't have that on there, he just falls off, and you can just it can make your game very buggy, to say the least. But that's one example. Another thing, I'll show you two more things. I'm going to show you what a hazard or an obstacle looks like. So these ice spikes, I just made them a solid. That's all I had to do with them. And if I go into the event sheet that I made, and the event sheet applies to everything but the instructions. I have a section called All Things That Ouch Garch, and when Garch collides with those ice spikes, it calls this respawn function. And the respawn function is a part of my save function. To sort of simple it down a little bit, when you touch Houdini or you overlap him in any way, it makes it a save point using this variable that I made up here. If you die, you don't get destroyed, you teleport back to Houdini at his location. So every time Garch interacts with an object that would hurt him, it makes him teleport to Houdini's location. That's sort of how one of the hazard works in this game. Regarding the moving hazards, so the enemies would be a better word for it, I have them doing a couple of different things. It looks like a lot, but it's not that much. I'm essentially giving them a couple of behaviors. For the Red Knight, there's a platform behavior which makes it move left and right and jump in theory. I turned off the jumping because let's not make it too hard, right? Um, so he can move left and right. I have move to, so it knows that when Garch is in line of sight, another behavior I gave it, it starts moving towards Garch. And pathfinding added a little bit of randomness to it and make it so that the Red Knight is moving constantly on that floor so that he can find line of sight of Garch. I know I said two things. I do want to talk about these rotating platforms, which are awesome because they're just random and it makes it feel like a platformer. I have them rotating, which is just a set amount, and I have the sine behavior on them. The sine behavior makes it move like a sine wave, and it just is constantly moving, and it almost feel if it's not random, but it adds a bit of randomness to the game because you're dealing with so many different entities. And again, the solid so that when Garch touches it, he calls the respawn function, and he, in essence, dies. But yeah, that's Construct 3, and that's my game. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm really grateful to have so many people that were willing to play it. Having so much feedback, I realize that as you're making a game, the more you play it, the easier it is to you. The less mistakes you make. You're getting good at it. It's like practice makes you good at anything. So I needed people that hadn't played my game before to know where to make adjustments. But yeah, that's my game. I'm really looking forward to the next couple of releases I'm coming out with. I've been working on a VR game called Snack and Skedaddle for CINF 471, I mean 496. It's a seasonal class, and I'm really excited to publish that one as well. For everybody at Showcase, I hope you have a blast. I hope if you're presenting at Showcase, it goes incredibly well. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you the next time.